Hey, what's up, students? Welcome to another Thursday and another Journal Thursday video. It's called Journal Thursdays because we're posting on the Thursday and we're talking about journaling. And so we are going to reflect on this last week's sermon and then prepare our hearts for this next week of messages here at Calvary on our Sunday morning worship services. So the first thing we want you to journal about, we want you to reflect is our first section. So reflect on this last Sunday's teaching that we looked at in Philippians chapter 4. We saw how in the middle of Philippians, God says through Paul to not be anxious about anything. He just says, hey, don't worry. And I challenged us to think about, man, out of context, that's not very helpful, right? If someone just says, hey, don't get angry, don't worry, right? That's not going to really help you when you're anxious, when you're worried, when you're angry, when you're sad, or whatever emotions you might be going through. And so we looked at the context before that verse and the context after that verse to see how and why can we as Christians not be anxious or worried when the things going on in our lives are chaotic, are crazy. And so we saw right before that verse that it says that the Lord is near. And we talked about how the nearness of God helps us to not fall into worry and overwhelming anxiety when we remember that the creator of the world, the all-powerful God of the universe, is right next to us. And I encouraged you, even as it went on, rather it said, don't be anxious, the Lord is near, don't be anxious, rather pray about all the things going on in your life. And I talked about how practicing putting a chair in your bedroom next to you and imagining God sitting in that chair as you pray to him about the things going on in your life. And so the reflection question that we wrote for you guys to write about today is, how does God's nearness calm our anxiety? And how does God's nearness help us to pray? After you reflect, you're going to go on and then read Philippians chapter 4, 10 through 23, which we'll be preaching on this next weekend. After you read, you will respond to that reading. You'll write down, man, what did I learn? This isn't a Bible, this is a journal. Pretending it's Bible. You read Philippians 4 and you go, what do I learn about God? What do I learn about me? What questions, what do I might have about this passage? Write those things down and maybe talk to a leader about it on Sunday. And the last thing you're going to do in your journal is you're going to remember. And you're going to remember that God is not deaf, that he listens to us when we pray. And he asks us to pray, to turn our requests to God. So you're going to pray about maybe some of the things you talked about in this journal or other things going on in your life as you look to the God who listens to us when we pray. Students, we love you guys. Can't wait to see you on Sunday. And I hope you guys enjoy spending some time journaling your thoughts to God. Love you guys.